All right, everyone, welcome to Socal Colosseum number 80, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. My name is Dave, and I got E30 joining me here. We got about 9 people signed up for tonight. Looking forward to some good matches. First match is going to be PB Man versus Utterly Over It. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. PB Man, very strong fairy player here in SoCal. I do believe they're just like, at least from my knowledge, from seeing them at Colosseum, they're like a very consistent top 3 placer here whenever they go to Colosseum, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Utterly Over It, I haven't seen in a while, so I don't remember exactly who they play. Do you remember by any chance?
Yeah, they play Vayne normally.
Okay.
Yeah. But so Vayne versus Fairy is likely what we're going to see coming up. A very interesting match where it's like zoner versus mid-range wannabe zoner type character. One has a lot of mix, one has a lot of damage. So it's really just a matter of kind of who gets their game plan going first, the pacing, and making sure they secure that lead. So we're going to be turning it over to the players here. They're getting set up right now. Should be some good fun.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because I feel like Vayne, I think one of the main tools that Vayne is going to try to really use at his disposal is the shield. Because for most of Fairy's normals, it's usually just one hit, so he can usually just absorb one just to slowly close the gap more and more to try and make their way in. But PB Man, again, very tender player, so I don't imagine that they'll make it easy for Utterly Over It.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got the mic set, so if you guys need a mic to call out, just let us know.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Right on. We got the big mics today. Looking good, looking good. Players are getting set up here, doing their controllers. If you want to go now, APOC, you're more than welcome to.
Okay.
And we'll do this. Pat the flop! And losing my thoughts to Grand Blue over there.
I will be signing off momentarily.
APOC E30!
I'll be signing off for now, but I'll probably be back to Yap.
Right on. Godspeed, soldier. So yeah, Fairy versus the Vayne. We might see a different character from Utterly. They normally do stick to the Vayne, but they're a really strong uni player, so liking the big buttons and making sure that they're able to control space, big damage, easy conversions, whatever it may be. The shield also a really good option too to deal with the initial whip or the whip cancels. But the GG also being able to go under the shield and be able to bypass some of that, especially ult 1. Very scary scenario. But yeah, looks like we're getting into it. We got the fist pump going. Game 1 coming in, Vayne versus Fairy. Alright, so round start, we're just seeing the Fairy maintain some good pressure here. Moving in. Trying to make some trouble happen. So yeah, not a whole lot of big explosive gameplay we'll see. We're going to see some sort of initial knockdown and try to confirm some of the challenges, but right now we're just seeing more that zoning, that mid-range play, but a good 6XL from PB Man to confirm the initial hit and getting the SBA. There has been a lot of walking, so big meter buildup. Vayne also at 85%, so just needs to get a couple more hits or block a couple more times, and just like that, that throw confirming the 100 meter. Just trying to set up the shield for some Oki, make something happen, but PB Man able to punish. And again, the GG forced to respect it, even though it's full screen. Very scary. And we're in SSBA range for Utterly, so we'll see if maybe they're able to confirm something. The big jump to go over the whip, also good start, but yeah, again, unable to use that slide without being punished. Fairy being able to punish many things with that far L now. Yeah, just some good zoning. Yeah, that's good. You want a yap? No. Okay, fine. That's fine.
I'm not a yap.
No worries. I'll plug that in for now. But yeah, PB Man versus Vayne. It's like Vayne wants to be Fairy, but Fairy just does everything I think a little bit better.
Yeah, she does. Like, I think this character is low-key kind of nice. If he gets buffed, I think he'll be really good.
What kind of buffs would you want to see?
Make shield like make shield so you can't like run into it. Like kind of like give it like a hit a block stun.
Oh, so like, but it's not like an actual hit. It's just like a physical thing. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. That'd be messed up, actually. So yeah, looks like Peep Man going up first game. Oh my gosh, the 668, big damage initially. Yeah, just forcing the sandwich right there too would be kind of messed up.
You see the Japanese tier list?
I have not, no.
They put Fairy above Matera. I think that's criminal.
Fairy above Matera.
Yeah.
Any reason?
Probably because Kusasagi's really good.
Okay. That is something.
But like they put her like I think either the seventh best character in the game, and then 8 was Matera. But they're both good, so I think.
Yeah, that's fair. I think they're both definitely like top. I don't know.
I think
Top 5 might be a little high, but like top 7.
I think Matera's maybe like top 7
Yeah.
or like top 8. I think Fairy's around like 10 to 12 right now.
Really?
I think Fairy's really good, but I think she's at least top 10. Like bottom of top 10 or like barely top 10. Like one of those.
I don't know. I mean, I can't think of 10 characters better than her, though.
Matera,
Okay.
Belial,
Belial, really?
Catalina, Sandalphon, Grimnir, Zeta.
No, just Kelly's looking for their opponents. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Have you been watching replays? They can help you learn how to deal with tricky rivals. Hitting the training room is great, but it's even better if you practice with a goal in mind. If you're having fun, then I'm having fun.
Is that these? I don't know. Is this the mic? Oh, it is the mic. I don't know how this works. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to do commentary for this game that I'm ass at. So we have Dave versus Moss coming up. I'm gonna assume that we're gonna see a Catalina versus I don't know who Moss is on right now. He kind of plays Fairy and Beatrix and Versusia. He likes I don't know. He kind of plays a bunch of different like 2 zoners and a soul. So like I don't know. But it should be an interesting match. Looks like they're trying to figure out their controllers right now. I really don't know how this thing works, so I'm just... Where's the input for it? Is it this side? Sorry, I'm also just stupid. So there's that. Looks like they're gonna get started here in just a second. Hope everybody's having a good night if you're watching this right now. Hope everybody's having a good day if you're watching this on the VOD. And if you're in the Socal area, please come out to Socal Colosseum. We run it every Friday. We switch off between Grand Blue and Uni, and then we also run Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, and Tekken if you're into that as well. And then once a month we have a monthly on Saturdays as well. So come on out. We would love to have you. It's a fun time. It's a good group of people. Everybody's super chill, super fun. It's just a good time. Hopefully we're getting this match started in just a second. We'll see. Looks like they might be having some controller trouble, I'm guessing. I don't know if maybe Moss's Magic Boots isn't working or something. I am not sure. Hopefully it gets solved. Looks like we're doing some IT work. Oh, are we good? Did we fix it? Oh, it looks like the support ticket was fixed. Yay, we can play the video game. So, yeah, I'm curious to see who Moss is gonna pick. I'm not super familiar with matchups in this game. I'm assuming for Catalina, you probably want to play a zoner because she's like pretty heavily rushed down. So I think any of Moss's zoner options are going to be the best choice, but that's coming from me. So don't take that with too much credit. Button checking right now, I believe. Alright, looks like we're finally getting started. So there's the cat from Dave. And then from Moss, we are seeing a fairy. There we go. Yes. Okay. So we have 3 fairies here tonight, probably. So you're going to be seeing a lot of fairy gameplay tonight. And they're getting right into it after that button check. And here we go. Oh, Moss choosing to run up. Interesting choice. I would think he would want to stay back, but a nice anti-air from Dave here. Going to carry Moss pretty much all the way into the corner. And a nice Abare out from Moss, but the dive kick gets blocked. He's able to get a combo with a side switch, which is great, but isn't able to really convert off of it. Now he's kind of just pressing buttons. Dave makes his way out. Trying to make use of that GG there, but Dave's stuffing it out with a couple pokes. Ooh, and he Knocks Dave out of that of his EX move. EX GG, but Dave just opting to jump over it. Dave sitting on full meter. Moss also sitting on almost full meter. Gonna be now he's at full. Oh, and that should be it. That should be a full conversion. Yeah, there we go. First round goes to Dave. Yes.
It's a 1-0 APOC.
Okay.
Or 2-1.
Congratulations. Do you know about this game? Do you want to commentate?
Oh, yeah.
I've been just saying stupid shit.
But
Okay.
No, like what's on screen, but I can't provide insightful anything.
It's okay. I'll yap.
Okay.
Oh shit, what happened here?
I don't know. That's how it came out of the thing.
Was it just plugged in right here?
No, it was literally just magnetized to the side of it.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's how the other one is too. It's just magnetized onto the side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll bother Dave about it. Is this the first game or is it?
No, I missed it, but I believe Dave won the first game.
All right, so hopping in a little late to the party here. Dave going up against Mass here. Dave taking a pretty commanding first round here, or first round, second game here, and I don't believe that's going to kill just quite yet, but going to be pretty close. Yeah, one touch situation for Mass left on the ferry, not looking out, and just gets clipped by the 6XL. Dave on set point. Yeah, just trying to go for a raw ADP. Maybe just trying to call out maybe just some far range button for Fairy, but not working out there. But yeah, Mass content on playing this range game, but it just gets him with a crouching M. And Dave is starting to get the party started here. Trying to call out a brave counter there, but unfortunately nothing working out. Gets stuffed out by the far H. Looking good for Dave right now. Not going to kill just quite yet, but it's definitely going to be another one-touch situation. Yeah, Dave looking super strong here. Whatever he just got in, just continue to apply the pressure, and Master doesn't really have an option to get out, but uses one wave counter, gets hit with a 6-6H though. Looking good, slowly trying to make their way in, trying to call out the up dog with the EX thrust, but not working out. Mass playing the full screen game, feeling a lot more comfortable, getting hit with another 6-6H though. And Mass is slowly bringing this back. I don't think that's going to kill just quite yet, but it's going to be a one-touch situation for Dave now. No, he just whips! Oh my god, that's unfortunate! Dave takes it 2-0. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. But it's okay. Dave moves on. Has to go up against P-Man X, another Fairy. But yeah, Matt's not out of it just yet. This is just going to be sitting in the loser side of the bracket. And yeah, looking good so far. Move on the bracket. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This is Socal Colosseum number 80. We're slowly getting along here. Got a couple matches already settled. We've got 3 out of our 4 players settled for winner semis so far. And we're looking good so far.
We need Kelly to report. Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm not sure who will be getting up next, but yeah. A sizable 9-person bracket tonight. A little small, but you know. Always a good time here over at Socal Colosseum. Looking good.
I don't think they've played yet. Losing my sauce, are you here?
Also, like this, it's like a magnet.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, just throw it in the thing.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do. I just rolled it with it.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, you can click it on your phone.
No, the extra bit.
Oh, yeah, no, that's so you can plug it into your phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I was like, I don't know if this needs to be with it or not. Did you and BB-Man want to? That's like the only other thing we can run at the moment.
I'm just move out, I'll move in. She was playing Tekken, but
Oh, it goes the other way. Okay. All right.
okay. Alright, we're just gonna do Iron God, pass the flop in the Grand Blue Fantasy version.
They're right here at the center.
Oh, are they playing?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the end or the beginning.
Kelly! Grace Kelly! Are you good to play Grand Blue?
Yeah.
You're signed up as Pat the Flop, right? Yeah. Okay. Iron God, the Grand Blue Fantasy versus Screen. Iron God! We're gonna do this. Moz and losing my sauce. The Grand Blue off stream. Are you losing my sauce? Okay. Goodness gracious. All right, we got the Iron God versus Pat the Flop. Good fun. Gonna see Fairy versus. Well, I don't know. Are we gonna see Fairy? We might see anything.
Yeah.
Versusia.
Really? Yeah. I was seeing. I was seeing Iron God earlier play casuals with PB Man, and they were running the Versusia for a little bit.
Gotcha.
So we might see that. Pat the Flop, I believe. Last time I saw them play, it was a while back, but I saw them on Grimnir.
Yeah, they're normally a Grimnir player. They like the cute boys, right?
Yeah.
Grimnir, Carmine. I don't know about Belial. Maybe Sandalphon. I feel like those kind of all go together, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, they're all like what are they called? Primarchs or whatever, right? I don't play the gotcha.
No, I think. Well, if I remember correctly, Sandalphon is a like quote unquote I think the lore title is Supreme Primarch.
Supreme Prime. That sounds really edgy, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But, all
It
right.
definitely is. But Belial, yeah, that guy's on the enemy team. Like, I forgot exactly what he does, but like the entire time when I was reading, I think it's What Makes the Sky Blue Part 2, whatever. He was just problematic.
I see. Yeah, but yeah, it looks like we are going to see the Versusia coming out. And we are doing the fist bump, so we're going right into it. Iron God rocking the Versusia versus Pat the Flop on the Grimnir. It's kind of an interesting matchup too, because Versusia is one of the few characters that can initially challenge Grimnir when they set out EX Tornado with the EX Pillar. But we're seeing just EX Orb and set, and there it is, that pillar, just trying to stop any sort of setups.
Yeah. Iron God already taking the momentum in their favor. Looks like, yeah, going for the ult pillar setup and just getting another of their little marks and just continuing to put the pressure on.
Yeah, this is definitely Versusia's house. Getting that ult pillar set up too, getting the 25% refund if you do get the hit, but unfortunate drop there. Iron God's still pressuring in the corner. And actually, this should be the round. Has plenty of resources and starting it off real strong with a perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I know like Versusia has a lot of tools where they can play, out of range or, as we saw right there in that round, just playing on the offensive there. And it worked out pretty well for Iron God, and they're just continuing to put the pressure on, but Pat the Flop could get some momentum going here.
And then right away, Pat the Flop back in the corner. Very similar round start for round 2, but going for the safe pressure to use the cancel end, but the far H able to clash and beat out Versusia. Starting to see some signs of life.
Yeah. At the mid-screen game, Pat the Flop slowly trying to make their way in, but an EX Pillar will just force them back into the corner a little bit, and Iron God spending the mark just to try and get some pressure going. A little bit of damage on Pat the Flop, but just trying to keep the momentum up now.
Nice lariat to try to get out, but unfortunately, yeah, just pushed back in with the lariat of Iron God's own. We're seeing Pat the Flop too do really well against the EXDP from Versusia into the install cancel to get the high-low mix. It is a safe jump, so they're not biting with the DP or anything like that. So, but unfortunately, ult pillar is going to be securing this game.
Looking good by Iron God. But what I really like seeing from Pat the Flop is that they're using that little. Is that the far H? That little like flick or that little like snap of the fingers that he does in
Yeah, the blink or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, like that got Pat the Flop a lot of mileage, so I'm hoping to see that in these opening moments. But Iron God still keeping the pressure on as per usual.
Yeah, that blink is really good in this. Wow, what a disjoint. Unfortunate, but Yeah, the blink is really strong because in this game there's a priority or a crush system, some people call it. Think like Street Fighter V, crush counter type deal. The blink is the first part of Grimner's Far H, and that's a priority 4, which beats other H moves normally. So, and then the second part comes out, it's a little bit slower but has a lot of space. But just like that, Iron God taking a commanding lead, gonna be moving on to set point here. As long as this kills, oh my gosh, so close, Grimner, too healthy.
Not quite. Well, Iron God hitting the brakes right at the end there, not just having a really solid read on just, had the flop, has meter, tried to do something desperation, and Iron God just knew, I'm going to hit the brakes just this once, and it worked out.
Right on, and yeah, round start, pat the flop, trying to navigate a little bit more, getting some good pressure started, but yeah, unfortunately the lariat getting stopped by the EX Fireball.
Yeah, looking good here. Iron God still continuing to keep the pressure up, gets a nice combo. Good work so far, but unfortunately, not going to kill this quite yet, but just going to keep the meter and get a mark though.
Yeah, unfortunately, it might be some character unfamiliarity. There have been some opportunities where Iron God has spent EX Lariat without the cancel and goes unpunished, so it's a little bit challenging. Versusia is one of the newer characters too that, while being popular, it's still kind of underrepresented in our scene, so definitely a little challenge to learn.
Yeah. But Iron God looking really solid so far. Getting a nice combo, not going to kill just quite yet, but I definitely think it's going to be a one-touch situation after this moment.
He sets up the jab, but unfortunately not quite enough to get the firm. But yeah, that counter hit, Far H and EX Pillar sealing the deal. Iron God taking it 2-0 over Path the Flop. And be moving on to winner semis versus A-Pop.
Solid work. And yeah, with that concludes our last person that will be sitting in winner semifinals right now. Iron God, as mentioned, will be going against APOC. And on the other side of winner semifinals, we'll be having Dave versus PP Man. So it's looking good so far. Slowly making our way towards this bracket.
Iron God, you just want to stay there?
Thanks again for tuning in. This is Socal Colosseum number 80. And we're getting along pretty quickly in this Grand Fantasy versus bracket. Yeah, like Versusia just has like a lot of really solid just universal tools and just able to just really, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like really able to switch things up whether they want to go on the offense or defense with pretty solid buttons up close. Able to employ a lot of frustrations, especially with that marked 5U, and just I think she has some pretty solid pressure with like ult pillar. I can just make her way in with the enhanced. I don't know what that is. That like 45-degree angle, like little beam that she does. When you have the mark and you do 5U with it, she can do the jump as well to continue her pressure. So she has a lot of tools where she can switch up the offense and defense pretty nicely.
Yeah, I think her only real weakness is dealing with defense on her side and just not the most active buttons immediately. The standing jab is pretty good, but unfortunately no meterless reversal. Has to spend the ult skill in order to get out or use an SSBA. SBA also a great option too, just because it gets cinematic from almost full screen for some reason. It's also pretty fast, but yeah. Iron God gonna be sticking on here. And moving on and fighting APOC here on stream coming up next.
Yeah, APOC pretty solid. They did send me a lose earlier. Really solid Vasaraga player. They like to party. Like if there's a moment where like they feel like if they get an inkling of pressure on them, they will let a command grab rip or an ultimate tackle if they don't have that available to them. So they're going right into it, and yeah, Iron God back on the ferry, looking pretty good so far in Apex, sticking with the Vasaraga.
Just like that, getting that initial jump in over the GG, but evading the command grab on Iron God's side, looking really strong. I'm kind of curious why he would pick Fairy in this matchup. I guess it is pretty dominant. Versusi also does a really good job against this character too, but maybe Fairy just a little bit more just due to the range.
Yeah, I'd imagine just like a little more mileage, and especially with those multi-hits on GG and Up Dog, especially for the EX version, there's probably a lot of moments where they could just power through Vasraga's armor. Not right there though.
Yeah, unfortunately, not quite enough to get that, but hits the overhead, into the GG confirm. They should beat the round with the SBA additionally. Gonna see some cool juggle combos, hit the far heavy, hit a wall bounce. Oh, unfortunately, this character does no damage. Very bottom one, possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah. Solid first round there from Iron God. Just able to really secure it with some good neutral and good pressure from far screen.
Looking good so far. APOC did have a couple moments of like being able to make their way in and get a good amount of damage, but unfortunately, once Iron God got that little bit of momentum, they just actually went on the offensive Fairy and made things work out nicely. But slowly making their way into the armor, and it's working out, but it's still not in APOC's favor in terms of life right now.
Yeah, right now, just APOC trying to find a way in. Has a lot of meter on deck though, not quite 100, but almost there. A couple more hits. An unfortunate high there from Iron God with the GG to call things out too. APOC all of a sudden in the corner.
Getting quick low there, maybe try to press a button or jump out, but unfortunately, Iron God ready for it and taking game one.
Yeah, strong work by Iron God. Really good character decision making too, just to really call out some of the weaknesses Vasaraga has. APOC too trying to go for those command grabs, and Iron God just ready for them. It is a good option, but of course, it is beatable by jump. Yeah, just like that. That GG holding down the neutral to confirm any sort of pressure.
Yeah, and APOC's really like to use it just to go for like a cheeky reset and some extra damage, but unfortunately, as you mentioned, Iron God's ready for it, and it's just not working out. So hopefully APOC can make a couple adjustments, maybe just not let it rip all the time, but just not working out there either.
Yeah, my goodness. Iron God really ready for the armor cancels too by using the tornado, whether it's EX, metered, however it is. And I guess getting the next round. Iron God's here on set point, looking pretty dominant.
Looking pretty good so far. APOC trying to hang back, and another thing that's worth noting about Iron God's playstyle is that he's ready for whenever APOC wants to just let a raw like armor install rip, and he's just ready to punish for it.
Yeah, he is. Finally getting a little bit of the party started, but unfortunate spot dodge to go away from the tackle, and now APOC again down on resources, down to half life, has the 3 diamonds to get out on some of the pressure, but a raw raging strike from what seems like full screen. Doing a good combo here from Iron God.
Unfortunate drop right there, but keeping the pressure up, going for the 6-6H, and I think that's curtains.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Iron God taking it 2-0 over APOC. Really strong showing there.
Yeah.
The reality is that Iron God recognized some of the tendencies APOC had. APOC liked to go for the command grab on block mix-ups. APOC trying to get in, and Iron God being able to challenge a lot of things with EX Tornado. And also his pressure too, just going for the high every time on GG and just disrespecting the fact that his opponent's not ready for it.
Yeah, and another thing too is that whenever there wasn't a lot of points where APOC could just freely pop the armor buff freely. There's so many times where like he tried to do a full screen, got slapped out of it with like a 4H, or even up close, just realize, hey, you can't do that for free around here. I'm going to grab you, or like press a button to at least like put some damage on you, just so that you're not getting it for free.
Absolutely.
So, and even when he did have armor, as you mentioned, he was just so ready for a lot of the options and just trying to force their way in with like an armor tackle or whatever, but it just didn't work out.
You want to go on stream and play again? All right, cool. Huh? Utterly? Yeah. Utterly over it to Gramblin Stream.
How do you feel about that? Do you think you bring it?
All right. We're going to be moving on to the loser side of the bracket. Losers round 2, Moss versus Utterly over it coming up next. So that's going to be, Moss plays lots of different characters, right? They play Fairy, which we just saw. They have a Beatrix. They like the kind of higher tier characters.
Yeah.
And of course, Otterly is a Vayne enjoyer through and through. Otterly a really strong uni player too. So I think there's some of that DNA in Vayne where it's, hey, I got these big buttons. I've kind of got this oppressive neutral from really far distance. But it's also kind of slower in this game. Just kind of some of the conversions he gets, but he does a lot of damage for not a lot of investment.
Right. Yeah, just yeah, I feel like even though Vayne's like not by no means a really strong character in this game, just being able to have like that fundamental like strike throw built into the way you play can be really successful. And I think like Vayne has a lot of tools to employ strike throw pretty well. You know, like for example, another Socal Vayne player named Darkslayer, what they really like doing to people is just putting the shield right in front of you while you're in the corner and then just shimming you until you flinch and press a button. And then just punish you with it. It's so
such
goofy.
A nightmare. It's such a nightmare to deal with. We play a lot. And every time he throws that shield down, I'm just like, surely he's going to throw this time.
Yeah.
And he waits it out for so long, too.
Yeah.
And you just can't, you just have to respect it. You can try to do some sort of jab, cancel, confirm, but the reality is he's really strong and just ready for those things. And that's kind of a good hallmark of what a lot of top Vayne players do, and in terms of that pressure in the corner, especially.
Yeah. It's so funny too because it's like unless you have certain buttons that can deal with it or certain special moves, it's just it just feels like they're saying to you, like, do something, I dare you.
Yeah, and just like that, I think we're going to be. This might actually be a button check here. Moss, not normally a Grand Enjoyer, but I don't know, maybe. This, I can't tell. Is this neutral? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a button check. Look, that raw DP right there, I'd be convinced that it was a real game if that was Josuke. But yeah, just doing a quick button check, making sure everything works out. You gotta be sure. Shout out to Highlander Call.
You never know.
Yeah, because you know, like there's a lot of things that you could do, like especially with the way SBA works and how many like shortcuts there are. You know, sometimes one can be turned off, and long story short, that's what happened to me last week. So you know, it could happen to you.
My big thing is like reset to default immediately. Because technical inputs can be turned off, super inputs can be changed or removed entirely. If you play a charged character, sometimes people change it to 2, 3, 6. It's a nightmare sometimes. But yeah, you just got to be able to reset default and remember your bindings, and it should be all good.
You know, like even on that note, I do appreciate how much like variety and button setups, a lot of shortcuts in Granblue just to make the game a little more accessible to newer players and whatnot. So it's a really nice thing to do. But yeah, we're getting right into it. Moss back on the ferry and Otterly over it, sticking to the Vayne.
Just like that, getting the round started here. Again, we're just going to see a lot of long-range play, and then as they close the gap, really start the pressure going. But a lot of big rewards are more in Vayne's favor initially until the X-Whip starts to become an issue. So yeah, and just like that. Oh my gosh, nice sweep to deal with the shield right away, but no cancel.
Keeping the pressure up. Oh, unfortunately, didn't believe in the confirm in. Yeah, Otterly over it just with like a few stray hits. Looking super good right now. Already putting Fairy in danger zone right now.
Yeah, but speaking of the danger zone, now Otterly's in it, in the corner, forced to fight a GG. But yeah, DP's out, really strong option there, spending the meter. But unfortunately now here comes the SBA from Fairy.
Yeah, this could be the good momentum shift that Moss needs. And putting Otterly over in danger zone as well, so I believe at this point it's probably a one-touch situation for both sides.
Either way.
Oh, not quite! No, Rainy trying again! No confirm either!
Oh my god, the big bopper to secure the first round. This is insane. Otterly over it, taking the initial round, moving up in an advantage.
Yeah, good presence of mind by Otterly over just to stay calm and just was able to just whip out that 2-1-4L and secure the round after just super like panic mode and spaghetti at the closing moments.
Here we go, round 2. Moss taking a baby lead, but has the meter advantage. Just getting beat up a little bit, but that's okay. This is where Fairy tries to start making things happen, but Otterly, nice ground bounce wall conversion. And oh my god, how much damage that do?
Look, if this character can just bop you once, like you will explode.
And now he's back up to 100 meter again. Yeah, if we see that full screen, big slammer, that will kill Fairy from this distance. Yeah, just keep spinning it. What is she gonna do? She's just gonna get hit. Otterly taking the first game.
Yeah, and the thing is too with like that Vayne 2 and 4, I believe like at best it's like even, so like zero, like it's not plus or minus anything. It's just 0 on block. But it's just the amount of like recovery, like the lack of recovery that move has even on whip. It just feels like that thing's plus on whip.
Yeah, it's pretty absurd,
Like,
to be honest.
It's like, I mean, granted, you know, if you're ready for it, you can spot dodge it, but dude, it just feels like a ghetto zoning tool, and it works out so well sometimes.
Yeah, but here we go. Switching up to the Beatrix this time. Interesting choice too, because yeah, we're gonna see that riding free come out a lot. It goes under the shield. You can use the second hit of riding free to beat out any sort of shield absorbs, and right away, just the aggression going in and putting utterly into the corner with almost half life down a diamond.
Yeah. Yeah, and just look at that. I mean, you know, even when the shield's out, you can't really do much, and it's just basically a tool to say, do something, and it also gives Utterly Overlit, like, honestly, like a brief moment to breathe a little bit, just to really assess what's going on and just see what they can do about the situation.
Old DP, the old DP. What an unfortunate use of meter there. I have to imagine he wanted to take the corner back, but just like that, able to roll out and get the corner, using Aegis Reflector to continue the combo. Pretty good shown here, but not quite enough to get the kill.
Yeah. Looking good so far, but honestly, it's just like one solid hit from either side could really seal the fate of this game. And there is Delta Clock in play, so you better watch your legs for maybe some kind of cheeky 228.
Oh my
just the 214, you!
Incredible showing there by Otterly's on set point, beating out the riding free just barely. That is one option Vayne has, is with both of his slams, they do hit enough so that you can hit grounded opponents. And Otterly just trying to poke back out here from the corner after being pushed in by the Beatrix.
Yeah. Looking really good so far, yeah, just using the like longer buttons that Vayne has compared to Beatrix and really just trying to keep her at bay. But this is Otterly over, it's time to just employ some offense now.
Yeah, pushing in, trying to make something happen, not quite enough to get the counter hit confirmed, but Otterly, the spot dodge, the dive kick, moving in, has 88 meter now. Oh yeah, one more hit, start spending the cash, let him rip. Oh my gosh, SSBA, who's gonna win?
Okay.
What the heck?
Okay. Oh my god, boss, no. And Otterly Overlit just staying patient and moving on in his bracket to fight APOC later. Yeah, and that was just like a really solid testament to how, like, you know, there's a lot of things that Vayne will struggle in within this game, but at the moment, you know, just showcasing the proficiency, just the awareness on just sticking with Vayne and just staying loyal to the character and what it got them.
But yeah, good shown by Otterly, not out of it yet, moving on. And we're gonna see up next, your boy E30 versus Path the Flop coming up here.
All right.
Be some good fun.
I will pause my yapping for now. I may or may not be back in a bit.
Path the Flop to Grand Blue. If you want, you can go play Otterly off stream.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do that.
Otters. No.
All right, moving along here. 30. Gonna make some stuff happen versus Path of Flop, a Grimner player. Be some good fun. We'll be seeing likely Beatrix versus Grimner. Maybe the Yule, maybe the Vera. Who knows? Okay. But, yeah, strong showing. 30 not out yet. We'll be moving along. Winner of this will be going on to fight Dave too, so we'll be seeing how that goes. E30 looking freshly shaved, no less. Real strong. So yeah, one of the challenges in Beatrix versus Grimner is that Beatrix has riding free, of course, which goes under a lot of fireballs, but Grimner's is the grounded fireball technically, so we're going to be seeing a lot of EX Tornado to call out any sort of forward advancing attempts. It is able to catch the dive kick as well, and Grimner just staying in the skies is going to be a big challenge for Beatrix. Has to force something either through an air-to-air trade, which again, in Grimner's favor, in addition to just trying to DP it, a very risky move with those seals being able to alter trajectory. But yeah, looks like we're going to be getting into it. Round 1, E30 versus Path of Flop. Letting the intros rock, no less. All right, starting it off. Some zoning from E30 too, just trying to take control of the situation initially, but at the flop. Not afraid, pressing buttons. And oh, almost a nice confirm there from E30, trying to make something happen with some counter hit confirms, but at the flop, not biting. Oh, and yeah, just pressing out with the far heavy, able to crush a lot of options, spending that tornado to secure some things too, but not quite there. Just lots of little trades, getting the wall bounce confirmed. E30 with 100 meter on deck, gonna be spending the SBA after doing that Raging Strike. Yeah, just a nice, easy confirm with the fireball, but taking about 30%, 40% off, and the jump in after the SBA, really strong. Moving in, but yeah, trying to poke back out, trying to set up some of the neutral there with the lariat, but unfortunately E30 able to block and secure the first round. And at the flop, moving on. Trying to make something happen, but unfortunately getting pushed into the corner. Again, just starting it off really strong. Just doing some really safe pressure, trying to go under the far edge, but unfortunately is going to be hitting E30 out of it. And again, just a nice riding free confirm. Going to be doing your reset, not to spend the SBA. Nice cancel, but unfortunately not quite enough to get the pickup. Oh, but good close edge confirm there from Pat, no less. And again, just spending auto combo right into SBA. Good chunk of damage, not quite enough to get the kill. Goes for the old BP. SBA no longer an option on deck at the moment. And again, we're just setting up some of that tornado neutral, making sure to get out of things. Riding free, safe on block. And again, just spending that tornado. Pat the flop looking for a riding free punish. Has the one seal, but oh yeah, just poking out with that really strong, far heavy. E30 taking the first game. This is first to 2. It is losers round 2 still. All right. Oh my gosh, the clash and the close heavy cancel. Pat the flop getting the first big exchange. And again, just reset back to neutral, trying to pressure, trying to make things are good with the EX fireballs or anything like that. But yeah, E30 poking back in, starting the aggression. Getting a good confirms, extending it with the EX fireball on a grounded opponent does net you some additional damage, but an unfortunate drop. Now Pat the flop, putting E30 into the corner, evading the DP. E30 just chilling, just waiting, trying to make something happen. No party starters here yet, but just a cross-up jump, getting the nice confirm too. Will be getting the wall bounce. Oh yeah, we're spending all the cash here, doing it all right now, and going into the SBA. This should not kill, but it's going to be pretty darn close. E30 looking really strong, baiting the roll and punishing appropriately with the close jab. E30 here on set point, looking really strong. But Pat the flop not quite out of it yet. Oh no, how unfortunate. I can't believe that goes under the lariat. How ridiculous. And E30 again, just looking really comfortable putting Pat into the corner here. Oh, but good poke out there by Pat the flop. Able to secure some of the seals, getting them started. I can't believe she goes under the tornado too. That's crazy. Oh, unfortunately missing the punish. Pat the flop trying to make something happen with the EX, but again, E30 just ready for it, willing to wait it out. Getting a jumping confirm. Going for the EX, not quite enough to get any sort of full conversion to SBA, but E30 again trying to track down the opponent. Make things happen. Nice poke out from Pat, but oh my gosh, the backdash being punished by Holt riding free, the jump in getting it, and E30's taking it 2-0 over Pat the flop. Really strong showing there.
Cyclone. Now that's catchy. I really need to come up with a swanky code name.
Huh? There's too much shit going on. I just gotta run shit, make sure it goes on time. I'm playing the loser's run though. Yeah.
Are we yapping while we have the mics on us?
We could. That'd be kind of funny, huh?
Yeah.
Just talking shit. But no, I was gonna have Otterly drive as soon as he done, and like we can play off stream just to catch things up. I want to be done by 9.
What's up?
I want to be done by 9 if possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to play off stream if you want.
Yeah, next up we're gonna have PP Man versus Iron God. It is a first to 3 because we are in winners finals now. Oh yeah, okay. PP Man's on player 1 side. Perfect. So one of the challenges of commentating PP Man versus Iron God fairy mirrors.
Yeah.
Oh no, he is gonna do it, isn't he? No.
Yeah, you can do switch players.
No. I'm sure. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna do. I'm getting third anyways. So. But yeah, so one of the challenges of commentating PP Man versus Iron God is when Iron God is on player 1 side and PP Man's on player 2,
right.
You combine the first word from Iron God's name, Iron, and the last word of PP Man's name, Man. You start saying Iron Man for no reason.
Right.
This isn't Marvel, this isn't Marvel Rivals, so you gotta not say it. So luckily, PP Man helping us out and making sure he's on player 1 side.
Yeah, just don't say the other side of that name.
PP God. That's even better. Oh my goodness.
So I mean, if they combine, does it turn GG setups into unblockable?
No, I think if they combine, it's BGs, not GGs.
Oh yeah. No, it definitely is. Especially if GG is carrying into unblockable, it's just no. But this will be interesting because both of them do play fairy. I feel like PP Man is more of like has specialized in playing fairy because I don't know about you, but I've never seen them on any other character.
I have seen their Ladiva, the secret midnight Ladiva, and it's a pretty atrocious, but it's pretty funny to watch sometimes too. So can't complain too much.
Like I don't know how you adopt the zoner mentality into playing a grappler, but that sounds hilarious.
It's the other way around. PP Man is a grappler player at heart. You see PP Man just down back. I'm chilling. It's not a big deal. I'm fine. I'll just block this out. No big deal. But
We won 2-1.
Okay. But yeah, so let's go play off stream real quick.
Okay.
Do you mind driving? Sure. We have to go play. Yeah.
All right, signing off for now.
Sure. All right, cool. Just throw that on. You're good to go.
Like, great, but it'll be there.
We are here at Winners Finals with PP Man and Iron God. We're gonna have a fairy mirror, it looks like.
Is he saying, I'm up? Am I up? Cap up. Cap up. Cap up.
Alright, let's get into it. So we've got a fairy mirror here. Iron God starting with put. Okay. Or do I have that wrong? Iron God's on P2? No, this is right. Okay. We've got a nice combo, gonna push PP Man into the corner, uses the dive kick to get in. I'm gonna assume that EX move is probably usually safe, but since Fairy has a long-ranging normal, she's able to punish it. I know that's how some stuff works in this game. Nice super, and is gonna get a good conversion off it, but isn't able to fully convert. Next touch is probably death for either player. Ooh, and a nice 2C or 2B from Iron God to take the round there. Nice pressure. Ooh, a nice throw puts PP Man in the corner, and a nice anti-air, but isn't fully able to connect there. Now both players kind of just sitting in, trying to get their stuff going, but nice brave counter there from Iron God. Push him out. It's a nice quarter combo here. This should be some decent damage. Gets a setup. Jump backward. Jump forward. Both players kind of throwing stuff out, looking for any stray hits. PP Man getting it in, but a brave counter to push him out. Oh, and unfortunately tries to dodge the ult GG, but isn't able to and gets punished for it. Iron God taking that first game. Anti-air dog, but no hit. There we go, Iron God starting this stuff. Nice pressure, brave counters out. Some nice 6-6A pressure going on here. Tags him with the low, but isn't able to convert off of it. Both players kind of trying to keep each other at a distance. Oh, and then this is a lot of damage. Blocks the mix-up. Ooh, and gets tagged there by the 6-6L. And PP Man taking the first round of this second game. Here we go. Both players sit full screen. Oh, and Iron God able to start his game plan here. Ooh, gets hit by the GG on the way down. Now getting a nice combo. Gonna set up GG again. Block the mix-up. Nice. Brave counters to get out. Brave counters to keep him in. Oh, and unfortunately mistimes that roll. And this is gonna take this round. Iron God at match point. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is winners final, so it's first to 3. It's not at match point yet. Fuck! Well, Guilty Gear is getting hype. There we go. Iron God doing a very nice job here of keeping PP Man out. PP Man trying to get in, but not able to find that opening to fully secure his way in. But both players showing some very good gameplay here. And this should take the round. There we go. Iron God 1 game away from securing his spot in Grands. All right, nice start. Checks the throw. Oh, maybe that is safe completely. I don't know. I should stop saying that instead. I don't know. Uses EXGG to try to get in, but Iron God just kind of runs past it. Now Iron God's choosing to go in. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I would assume maybe if you're in the life lead in this matchup, you're going to try to outzone the other fairy, but that's just my...
What's up, internet?
Hello.
Oh, damn, 2?
You want back in?
Yeah, I can tag back in.
What? You want it?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, so Iron God up 2-0. It's on the red side. Oh, you got the colors too? Thank you so much. So nice. But yeah, Peep Man in the corner here, looking like a struggle. But good block there. Now forced to respect the old skill. Into the old fireball. Oh, but not quite enough. And again, Iron God just putting on the pressure. SSBA in range, spending the old skill on the ult GG. And Iron God just content with down backing. Who cares? It's fine.
Looking really solid so far. It's a, oh god, one touch situation for both sides. No diamonds.
Oh, no diamonds. Yeah, real dangerous. We're gonna be up after them.
Okay.
Yeah, Iron God looking good. Already up 2 games in the set. Walked in at this point like 80% way into the movie potentially. So Iron God playing the pressure on pretty nicely. Just playing. Yeah, it really is California. They're doing some quick draw over here.
The GG just holding the back. So he's trying to make something happen here, but Iron God just in a commanding lead right now, has all the resources available. Peep Man, no diamonds left. Only 50 meter, almost an SSBA range though. And yeah, just gonna spend the cash. Iron God gonna say, all right, time to die.
Yeah.
Oh my
We're gonna get old skill, but still get hit by. Oh my god!
Bro, this game sucks. Iron God taking it 3-0.
Man, we play this game.
Yeah, for money, for $5.
money.
All right, chat, wish me luck.
All right, so going right into it, Dave had a quick commercial break. Moving back down to loser semis. We'll be having Dave versus Utterly Over. All right. Yeah. So moving on to the loser semis. We're moving along pretty quick here in this bracket. And loser semifinals, Iron God versus PP Man already happened. Iron God took it 3-0. And yeah. Dave most likely sticking with the God, I'm having a stroke here. It's been a long day. With the Catalina, utterly overlit. Loyalist to the Vayne, so looking good. Getting into a bunch check here. Should be moving along pretty smoothly here. Now Dave is, I know Catalina is does have a lot of good offensive and defensive tools. She's effectively a variant of the Shuttle archetype in this game. And ow, God. Dave does like to. The best way I could put it is play her like someone is trigger happy with focus attacks in Street Fighter 4. And I'm wondering how Utterly Over will go about handling this matchup, because I feel like they do have the superior buttons in terms of range, and I'm curious to see how Utterly Over will either try and match Dave's offense or go for more of a defensive approach to this. Dave keeping the pressure on. Does have some experience against Vayne, thanks to another player by the name of Darkslayer here in SoCal. But already over it, getting a really nice 2-8 from downtown, and already look at that. Dave's health is already down to, honestly, like 15%. Gets the throw bait dunker, and Arlie over it making a strong impression in these opening moments in loser semis. Dave looking good so far. Gets a counter hit close stage. Getting put into the corner. Getting as much damage as possible. Having a good chunk. Arlie over at 50% health. Already down to like 15% health at this point. Going for JU. JU, throw. It's working out so far. Try to bait on a brave counter, but Arlie over it, staying really patient right now. Slowly trying to make their way back in. Unfortunately, yeah. Arlie over it's Vayne doesn't really have the like best tools to like approach and get in general, but making an impression now. Yeah, just going straight into super, trying to take 2 diamonds off of Dave, trying to make this comeback right now with the SSBA, and showing their way forward. Honestly, like with the right starter, could be a one-touch situation for both sides. Shield, but no, gets the EX projectile with this anti-air far end from downtown. Dave taking one on the board. That's a 2M into the 5U. Taking Arlie to the corner. A little too far for it though. Arlie punches it with a 2U. And just trying to create some space right now. Good call out on the projectile. Trying to make her way in, but yeah, that JU has some really early active hit frames. Unfortunately, the 2H from Arlie over got stuffed out. But Jay looking good, keeping the pressure in the corner. JU trying to frame trap, but unfortunately, Arlie over it, ready with a ult DP. Gets trapped for the troubles though. Slowly falling apart here, but this is still very much in contention to make a comeback here. Oh no, try to call out with the 2-1-4, but unfortunately didn't work out and just gets clipped with a 2M. Dave wasn't looking so good in that first round, but able to take it back really cleanly. Bounce our 2-3-6L, working out nicely. Gets a tipper, but unfortunately not getting much off of it. Just a couple of pokes here and there, not too much damage on the board right now. Arlie overlay, definitely playing more of a defensive game. And yeah, they've been trying to go for that setup, but unfortunately hasn't been working so far. And Dave getting some damage in the corner, spends a diamond really early on too. But the momentum is working out. Both at 2 diamonds now. Oh yes, a big stop sign just saying do something, I dare you. Nice spot dodge and gets a punish for it too. Yeah, and David is ready with the EX projectile whenever Arlie over throws out a shield. Good so far, getting the 2M into the 2-3-6M. Calls out, but unfortunately an awkward little trade, but definitely in Arlie over's favor. And just the 6-6-8 into the old DP. Arlie over, it's insane. Looks like they're having a good time over there as well. Looking good so far from the heavens, just gets it, runs up and tries to do something with the shield, just makes him hit the brakes. But Arlie over it, looking good so far. Yeah, just Dave still going for that reaction on the shield with the 2-6 special. Oh, Ghostfire fully charged 5U, getting some good damage on the board. Not quite, but does have 100 meter available to them, so it has some old skills, and maybe they want to cash out to an SCBA. Life totals are about even. Good throw break. And just putting that stop sign in front. Oh, with those right in front of each other. Trying to make something happen. And not going to kill just quite yet, but definitely a one-set situation for Dave here. Gonna get some nice Oki afterwards. Will they go for like a whiff JU into grab? Arlie over, ready for it! Nice throw break, but that's fortunate. Just gets clipped low in the 2M again, and we're potentially on set point right now. Arlie over it needs this round to stay alive. EX projectile right off the start. Trying to roll in. Just another thrust in. But unfortunately gets a roll caught. Not deciding to spend any meter there. Gets clipped with the 2U. Arlie over it. Slowly trying to fight their way out of this corner, but Dave is not making it easy for them. Yeah, that's a little too active for the spot dodge to connect. And Dave has a life lead right now, but isn't going to make this easy for Arlie over here. Unfortunately, the hop, a little too early for that to connect. but looking good so far. Dave looking solid. Not quite a one-set situation just yet, but trying to employ the strike throw, but utterly over, ready with these throw breaks. Oh, gets a good call again, and that's a big chunk of damage. Yeah, it doesn't have the projectile for a little bit, so just vibing for a bit. Projectile is back on cooldown for Dave, immediately spends it. 6 tail, stagger pressure. Nice patience by early of it. No, but the whiff, unfortunate old DP, and that should be curtains. Dave taking it 2-0 over Artley over it. Solid work. And losers finals is decided. Dave will be staying on, going up against PP Man. Moving on this bracket, we're in top 3 territory now. Thanks again for tuning in. This is Socal Colosseum, episode number 80. And we're getting along just fine over here in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. Hope you all are having a good night. It's a good time over here. It's one of the few locals that are in Orange County. So it's a good time. It's pretty convenient for people like Dave and I who live in Orange County. So it's a good time over here. Good vibes over at Cooper's Esports Gaming Center over in Irvine, California. The address is there. If you're in California or SoCal specifically, maybe you're in NorCal and you're down here or anywhere else. Love to have you. It's a good time over here. Solid players. Iron God, Big Man show up a lot. Dave is also a strong contender here. Yeah, we're looking good. Big Man getting set up here. Just taking it easy for now and getting right into it. But Dave, really solid Catalina player, really loves the application of 5U. Man, very solid fairy player. As far as I know, at least to my knowledge, like one of the strongest players in SoCal alongside Iron God. So really solid competition here. And yeah, we're looking good here. Keep Man on the way. We'll be on good.
Yeah, you did see.
Yeah, I don't imagine either of them will switch off. Maybe Dave will go for the Versusia, but I feel like Keep Man might be a little ready for it. Has been through the fire and flames with has been through the highest highs and the lowest lows with Fairy, and they really stuck with it, and they showcased with this character, But going right into it, Paper Man versus Dave. This is losers final, so we are doing it 3 out of 5 now. So this can go the distance, and both players have that extra game to make some adjustments and could make a reverse sweep if that's within the cards, but yeah. They're looking good so far. Poking out with a couple of projectiles. Gets caught by the JU. Yeah. And Paper Man just using their long buns just to try and keep Dave at bay. Then a couple of pokes in and a slight life lead in Paper Man's favor now. And Dave slowly trying to make their way in, but Paper Man is just putting up a wall. Pretty good. Try to EX thrust in. But yeah, unfortunately, with EX blues are good in this game, but it comes with the caveat that they do come on an extended cooldown period. So sometimes stuff, that could be something in the cards just to ease up the pressure and make things less abusable, as far as I know. Gets a nice confirm, but unfortunately a little too far for that breakout to connect. And yeah, Dave isn't able to see out the round. down a diamond, so that could matter in the grand scheme of things. Just gets clipped by the slow fire of that 236L. Oh no! I don't think that's going to be just quite enough, but actually, wait a minute. Dave has no diamonds. This could be it. Okay, I blow up. Oh no, not quite. GG's out on the field. Gotta be careful. Slowly just trying to inch their way in. I don't think Dave could probably use like any... Yeah, I don't think they could have used maybe like a 214H or 214U, maybe to just try and armor in. But didn't have enough health, they probably would have died from it. But Dave, audibly not happy about it. Looking a little worse for wear right now. But Dave's still very much in this. P-Man taking Dave to the corner, but a nice 2M into the 236U. Going for a little bit of cheeky reset, and just like that, the life totals are in Dave's favor right now. Looking good so far, pushing P-Man to the corner. Nice roll, switching positions, but unfortunately not going to matter too much as long as Dave seals this out. Yes, they will. And yeah, game one already going down to the wire here. Nice 2-1-4U just to call out a button. And yeah, P-Man's already in the corner. Nice up dog as well, just to get them out of the corner. GG there, a little bit of a stop sign. Trading projectiles there. Counter. Anti-air far H from that far. Oh yeah, Dave's doing some really solid conditioning right now with that, with the varying up the timing and the speeds of projectiles, and P-Man just spot dodging right in front of him and getting tapped for it. But P-Man taking some momentum, sending Dave to the corner most likely. Old GG coming out, trying to keep the pressure up, trying to bait a Brave counter, but unfortunately not getting much off of it. Dave not looking too good right now, but that EX thrust could be a contention to get in. Getting Vortex in, but yeah, just what's that situation? Counter hit, close out. This character's honest. Dave, not even thinking about it. Yeah, just wants to just let this run. Going for a 2-1-4M right off the bat. Looking good so far. Keeping it solid, keeping it clean. Man, use the hula hoop. Slowly trying to make their way in, but P-Man getting a nice opening here. And yeah, just playing that full screen game some more. Tries to go in. Unfortunately, that JU whiffs, and yeah, David's just taking full advantage of the situation here. Getting as much damage as possible. Take a diamond away from them. SSBA. Going to be a good chunk of damage here. Honestly, at this point, probably a one-set situation. Goes for the overhead and the close string there. Late throw break. P-Man staying alive here. Wake up close L. Working out nicely. Well, getting hit with that far H. P-Man just playing super patient, just letting it rock, just keeping it simple, keeping it clean, and just, you know, their back's against the wall, but they're just chilling on the side of the screen. Doesn't really feel the need to just try and go in and look at that. Just the reversal of fortune on the health totals that just showing the nerves of steel of P-Man. Going up one round in these opening moments. Counter hit close L. Yeah, just Dave a little worse for wear. Just unfortunately blocking with their face in a lot of situations, just trying to make their way in. Gets clipped by the 2U. Not working out. Looking good. Gets a nice confirm with the 214U. Get so far, and yeah, just Dave is not. Well, what's really nice about what P-Man's doing is that he's not giving Dave an opportunity to just try and jump in with JU, and just really shutting down Dave's jump-in opportunities. So, looking good so far. P-Man looking solid here. Dave asking questions mid-set, like how do I beat you? How do I can I pay you like $50 to throw this match so I can make it to grand finals? And so yeah, the EX whip. Looking good so far. P-Man just keeping the pressure up. Yeah, it's just P-Man is just being like a constant threat to Dave at like any point in the screen. Like close or far range, David's just not really gotten an opportunity to do anything because of 50-50. Actually, that's more like a 25-25-25-25, but like, why does this character have that? We can go so far, try to go for a frame trap. Dave slowly trying to make something happen, employing the strike throw. No flinch on the brave counter, but gets it to you, and that should be a round going to Dave. Nice spot dodge by Dave. But first he gets punished with a close L. And we're back to Dave needing to fight their way in. Gets bapped on the head by GG. Not looking too good for Dave right now. After like at about 50% health right now, PvPman uses a diamond to just try and keep Dave as close to the corner as possible. But back to the mid screen with an EX thrust. Getting caught with the 236L, but unfortunately not able to get a combo. But this could be the momentum that Dave needs to slowly make their way in. Strike throw working out. Try to make a wave counter. 3 throws. Do it again. 4. All right, in the corner. Cross up. PvPman blocked successfully. What just happened? Wait, you guys good? Do you need a dongle?
No, he's got one. He doesn't have.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to let it rock, continue the match, and.
Wow! Oh my gosh! What immaculate footsie!
Oh, footsies! I'm sorry if I blew y'all's ears out with that. But yeah, PvPman not looking too happy about how that game went. Getting the first bit of damage in these opening moments of the set. Oh, just getting hit with the 6 attention. Yeah, just keeping the pressure up in the corner. Just trying to get as much damage as possible. Already 50% on Dave. It's an overhead. Not looking too good right now yet. PvPman's pissed. EX thrust trying to make their way in. Slowly resetting back to the mid screen, but PvPman trying to put the pressure up, but reacts to the EX thrust this time with the old DP and just gets a little bit of unnecessary pepperonis with that little bit of GG after the kill. And yeah, Dave back against the wall, 2-1. Last chance to make something happen here in this losers finals. Keeping the pressure up. And it's not looking too good for Dave here. Looking solid so far for PvPman. Solid work. EX thrust trying to make something happen again. Keeping the pressure up, keeping that mid-range, just keeping Dave within whip's length. And it's not looking too good. Barely a scratch berry. Counter hit, 5H. Not going to kill this quite yet, but it's going to be a one-such situation. Trying to go for some old skill. And just gets hit. PvPman taking it 3-1. We'll be moving on to get their run back against Iron God. Yeah, Dave, not too happy about that. But them's the breaks. Dave did pretty well. Getting third tonight, so in the manis. And yeah, we're looking good. About to wrap up the night. Thanks again for tuning in. This is Socal Colosseum episode 80. And we are getting into our grand finals. Iron God sitting pretty in the winner side of the bracket. PvPman just fighting out of losers finals. Will be sitting in loser side of this grand finals. Has to win 2 3 out of 5 sets to make it out. Iron God only has to win 1 3 out of 5.
So what I learned mid-match is that, he told me, because he was beating my ass, is that, yeah, the Fairy 5M that looks like a Guilty Gear 6P It crushes things. So
Like
it's
that
just
close
like,
M?
Yeah, it's the,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like a command normal. That's just close M.
Yeah, I thought that was like close L or close M. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like buttons in this game as a close button that just work like really well as an anti-air.
Yeah.
Like Vera 5H or a close H is like really stupid.
Yeah, that one. Catalina has like a bootleg version of that I've been trying to use, but like, yeah, the fairy one is just so quick too.
Yeah.
There isn't head invul in this game, but it damn sure feels like it sometimes.
Like it's really unfortunate because I was watching that entire match and I see you just doing an air button, but it just that close M just beats it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm like doing it really early too, just to try to counter hit it and get the grounding confirmed, but no thanks.
Unfortunate timings, but hey, in the monies, I don't know how much you're getting, like $2,
Probably
$3.
like, yeah, maybe I think maybe my entry fee back.
Yeah, and I mean, we take those, I think.
But yeah, we're gonna be seeing the Fairy mirror again, going into grand finals. Iron God sitting in winner side, PP Man in the loser side, representing the green Fairy. But yeah, we'll be seeing how this goes. In winner side, it was a quick 3-0, so we'll see if PP Man has done any sort of adaptations, trying to recognize some things. A good start with the EX whip, just to kind of call some stuff out from Iron God.
Iron God looking good. Just real tenured in the matchup and just, you know, in a mirror, I feel like it's really just like even though it's, you know, like on top of it being a mirror, there's also that sense of pride of just playing the mirror. It's like, who is the better between the two on this character? So, but Iron God showcasing that they might be the better one in this set so far. Just really showcasing the tenure of not only knowing how to run their own offense, but especially against someone who has the exact same kit as you.
Yeah, and I think the issue PP Man's going to have to deal with is PP Man is a very defensive player.
Yeah.
And Iron God has very calculated offense, especially knowing that, hey, this is a mirror, I know it's punishable, I know it's fake, and there is a lot of fake stuff Fairy has, so just having that mind of like being able to confirm into that's really important. We're just seeing again, just Iron God starting to dismantle a lot of PP Man's game plan.
Yeah. You know, honestly, like Iron God and Fairy, it really reminds me of him when like back in the BB Tag days, because he played like, you know, New 13 is a zoner in that game technically, but like there's a lot of times where like he just got up in your face with that character.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, she did have like a 50-50, very similar to Grand Blue.
Yeah,
She'd spend
exactly.
the super meter and then it's a high-low mix into a confirm.
Yeah.
So yeah, not too unfamiliar with this game plan. He's been doing this stuff for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And again, just Iron God starting to really dominate here into game one. Setting the life a little bit low. Oh, it gets the high. There it is. The new 13 mix again. Spending the Raging Strike. 2 Raging Strike. It's not going to be enough to kill, is it?
Yeah,
Oh
well.
my gosh. My bad. Thank you, James Chen.
Yeah.
But yeah, Iron God taking the first game.
Yeah, looking good so far, and you know, it's really just showcasing, like, you know, PP Man, you know, as you mentioned, he plays very defensively, but Iron God, once he effectively just smells blood in the water, he will use the opportunity to go in and, like, you know, I feel like in this matchup, especially once you get the knockdown, you can employ that offense, and Iron God is just so good at capitalizing on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we're just seeing him caught a lot of this pressure PP Man's trying to do, get the throw, and then set up the GG into some really good pressure, forcing PP Man to get sent. But PP Man able to kind of regain control, neutral a little bit.
Yeah. You know, I do appreciate, like, some of the patience on Iron God as well, because, you know, PP Man just did spend a lot of skills there just to try and make something happen, but unfortunately, for Iron God, PP Man looking pretty good here. Not going to kill just quite yet, but unfortunate drop.
Wheel again. Yeah, this is the second time he's done it in this versus 3 run. But yeah, PP Man able to capitalize, secure that round, trying to tie things up here.
Yeah. Looking good so far. Yeah, PP Man just out of it, but yeah, just man, it really is Wild West over here.
Yeah.
Just like doing the quick draw, high noon. Who's going to shoot first, and who's going to be lethal?
But yeah, you know, that EX whip, being able to outspace the normal one, very critical, especially knowing the ranges too, where normal whip doesn't hit at full screen, but EX whip will, especially if they're pressing something. So yeah, good recognition on Iron God, but PP Man trying to make something happen here.
Looking good. Using a little bit of their ult meter to try and get a setup going. Looking solid so far. Brings it back into the corner. And yeah, this is Iron God's time to make something happen, or PB Man's time to make something happen here. Excellent up dog, and gets it confirmed as well. And PB Man taking a game right back just as quickly.
Man, really strong showing. They're really starting to adapt to a lot of the pressure Iron God's using. They're just calling things out. The up dogs, really strong and calculated play coming here from PB Man. And I think from the history of these two players playing against each other through all of Contender and then into Socal Colosseum and as well as like Game Lab and stuff, Iron God has typically come out on top. There have been some edge cases where PP Man does win, but even on winner side, and then Iron God gets the adaptation. So it's definitely an uphill battle for PP Man, and just like this, we're seeing Iron God really dominate here game 3, spending the SBA to get the corner and get the extra jungle damage.
Getting as much damage as possible. Trying to set him back in the corner, but a nice punch with the 5L. Getting some damage on the board, putting Iron God in the corner. Oh no!
Raw Raging Strike, and unfortunately it hit, not even unblocked, so unable to BC out of it, and Iron God taking the round. Oh my
God, they have the same brain cell.
Yeah, but again, Iron God just barely beaten out by that EX whip. It comes out a little bit faster, so able to do a nice clash trade there.
Now we're seeing a little bit of like the knowledge and the 50-50s that you can employ. Like as we just saw there, Iron God did the JU, and He-Man tried to respond with a grab right away, but Iron God knew and went for a backdash. So there's really just that like meta game of just like, what is this other player gonna do?
A really good shimmy there to set up the throw and then make Iron God think, oh, surely the throw's not coming again. But yeah, just that counter hit, close age. Again, telegraphing a throw after shimmy and then goes for the counter. Nobody throws 3 times in a row, right? Surely nobody. But yeah, that's paying out dividends. We're tied up here in set count, game count, round count. PB Man starting off really strong here, round 3.
Looking good so far, yeah, bringing Iron God back into the corner, but spending Brave counters like it's something. Another close H. Oh no, that worked out.
They come from the same mother, and again, the show's looking all good for PP Man right now, trying to pressure out, but unfortunately EX Hula Hoop spinning a little too far away and get the punish.
Oh no!
Another one, but this time in PP Man's favor, doing a good chunk of damage, not quite enough to get the kill, but yeah, setting up the corner pressure again.
Trying to see what happened, just the little shimmy into the 6-6-H. That's 6-6-H, right?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Yeah, and PB Man on point to reset Grand Finals right now.
Actually, it might be 6-6-M, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
The 6-6-H, yeah, that's a cartwheel, I believe. But yeah, anyways, PB Man going up. He is on loser's side, so if he does get the reset, he's got to do another 3. Iron God, I'm sure, doesn't want to do that and give PB Man any sort of time to adapt. But just like that, Iron God starting to play a little bit more frisky, a little bit more aggressive, trying to make things happen. PB Man just up backing.
Yeah, it's good that you mentioned that because the Iron God was really aggressive in the first game that he won. But the following matches that have been played out, Iron God just has been trying to play more reserved and more defensive, and it hasn't worked out for them. So I think they need to go back to square one and like really just go back to what got them the win in the first place.
Oh no! Okay. Stop it! I think that's the best option is just to keep mashing it. An unfortunate Raging Strike from PP Man there, and Iron God securing the round.
Yeah. Looking good so far. Wasn't really like too much of an offensive round, but just had a lot of like good moments to just press and won the damage race ultimately. And looking good so far. And Iron God slowly getting the momentum back in the favor.
Yeah, nice shimmy into the confirm, but unfortunately dive kick calling out the up dog. Up dog not invincible. So, and again another up dog getting called out there. Another dive kick. We're starting to get really aggressive here. Yeah. Iron God wants to take it home.
Yeah, PB Man just saying get off me. Not wanting to deal with that right now. Slowly making their way in. Close stage not working out. Iron God spinning a diamond just to get off and try and get some momentum, but life totals are about even right now.
Yeah, and speaking of that momentum, Iron God's going to start setting up here with the GG, forcing PP Man to respect. He tried to jab out, but gets called out by the close age. Actually, this should be the game here.
Yeah. And Iron God on set point to win the whole tournament. Final round in this Grand Finals. We might be seeing a Shin Grand Finals, but we shall see in these last moments here, potential last moments.
Strong start. Iron God immediately pressing a button around start, trying to crush any sort of options. Fairy has, but PP Man respecting it, going back onto that defensive gameplay he's known for.
Yeah, spends a diamond, just trying to get some offense going, but PP Man slowly trying to put the pressure back, realizing that like, hey, maybe the defensive play isn't working out anymore. It's my time to go in.
Oh, nice Nice attempt on the up dog to call things out, but again, it's a big challenge because any sort of pressure to get back into the GG is challenged by these fairy buttons. The mirror's definitely a difficult thing for fairy to get going.
Yeah. Oh, calls out the spot dodge and just, held onto the whip and worked out, getting a good amount of damage. Iron God taking some momentum, but ODP puts a stop to that.
Yeah, good stops. Nice counter hit jab confirmed. He's going to extend it with the EX whip into the tornado and going to start setting up the GG. Guess high, guess low. PPMan respecting, assuming a DP is going to come out. But yeah, not biting. Going to spend the BC points first just because they are available and hitting that SBA right off the whip.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Oh my gosh, Iron God on set point here. He's ready. He wants to go eat some curry, maybe some burgers. Who knows? PPMan not wanting that to happen. He wants to go all the way. But right now, Iron God starting it off real strong here in round 2.
Yeah, trying to go the distance here, and PPMan just trying to match Iron God's offense in these moments, but unfortunately getting punished there, not really working out, and let's go back to the drawing board, but that close M again is working out really nicely.
Again, I think Iron God ran maybe a jump over the GG to challenge something, trying to do an air grab, but again, now PPMan down on life, but definitely at advantage here in the corner. Meter looking pretty good on Iron God's side and gets counter hit. Unfortunately, PPMan going to be able to build enough for SBA. Are we going to see it spent? Oh, unfortunate drop.
With on the 5H, spot dodge, spinning on the diamonds. Yeah, Iron God is just trying to say, get off me. I want to get out of here as soon as possible, but PPMan not too keen on making that happen right now. Trying to jump out, gets a lift, but unfortunately not working out.
This is critical. Now PPMan in the corner. Yeah, respecting the up dog, going for the lows, safe pressure this time. Gets the throw. What the heck's happening? Oh no, how much meter? Where's his skills? And PPMan secures the round, going to final round in grand finals. Are we going to see a reset? Or is Iron God taking it all the way home?
Starting off backdash, trying to avoid something. Getting a nice bit of offense going. A little tap on GG just to say, hey, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. But counter hit JU is working out really nicely so far for PPMan. Taking the first little bit of momentum here.
Real strong start. Hits low this time. PPMan normally going for the high, so good mental stack damage there too. Iron God trying to make something happen here. Goes for the high now. Getting the confirm into the corner.
Going for up dash, trying to maximize as much damage as possible. GG setups going, but Brave counter's out, not wanting to deal with it. Trying to maintain the momentum here.
Oh, nice spot dodge punish. Unfortunately, not going to get a lot, but just representing that punish is good enough. Trying to BC out aggressively. Uh-oh, missed DP. Huge opportunity for Iron God. SSBA on deck. He's spending it, deleting the diamond. This might not be enough to kill, but it's going to be pretty darn close.
Yeah.
If I was Iron God, I'm going for Yoga Sniper immediately on wake up. It will kill. Oh no, he's going to send the GG out. Oh, and there it is. Iron God takes it. 3-2 over PPMan, securing the grand finals, denying the reset, and taking home the whole tournament. Man, I hate fairy mirrors, but that was a lot of fun to watch.
What I do appreciate about the way these two play fairy is that they play them very aggressively. For the most part, I see a lot of fairies from other parts of the U.S. They usually playing more of the defensive side, using the long range buttons, and just most of the time when they're using the offense, it's usually when they have a good situation for Oki and when they want to press. But PPMan Iron God, they're I'm playing this character like they're rushdown, and it works out pretty nicely for them. But yeah, that was hard fought. Nice work to Iron God taking it 3-2 over PPMan, but really excellent showcase with PPMan as well.
Yeah.
Trying to take it that far.
Really good adaptations. Last game, last round, everything. So it was really, honestly, 1 or 2 decision difference to going from securing the set to resetting. So, but good showing. That's going to be us for tonight for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus at Socal Colosseum number 80. Any last words or anything like that?
Not much. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I am E30. I am a BB Tag Yapper. So.
Yeah, BB Tag Yapper. Check out WNF. We got a couple other events coming up this month. We got Chains of Fate coming out next Sunday. We have Socal Colosseum monthlies coming out. Colosseum Clash next Saturday. What else do we have? We've got an event in San Diego coming up the 3rd week of the month on Saturday and Sunday. It's a 2-day event. And then we do have, not quite confirmed yet, but we're going to be having an anime local in Burbank as well. I think the 30th as well. Yeah, that's it for us tonight. I'm going to send you guys over to Street Fighter. My name's Dave. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm E30, and if you have me on the mic, there's only one way we can close this out. Thank you everyone for tuning in to Socal Colosseum number 80. Hope you all have a good night. This is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising over here. But as per usual, all good things must come to an end. So stay safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them, but most importantly, shout outs to Bird Gang.
We'll see you later, guys.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace.